Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Uh Make sure you hit the like button. If you want to share me out. Y'all, I definitely want to say um, um that I got like um it's I'm about to I guess it's back to the news review because I definitely want to say y'all, I know I've been kind of off for a couple of days. And the last time I went live, it may have been a little off myself. I'm still, like I said, it's a lot of things that I got going on in my personal life. Um, my life is busy again with the kids. We're getting ready to go to Orange Beach. Jayla just had pictures today. Um, School and just I'm trying to just work on some personal things in my life um, to just be a better me. And sometimes like I said, I'm doing what I want to do. And sometimes I just don't feel like going live. I rather, um, I kind of rather just go live when I have content for now on, news, this what it will be. I will like if I don't go live, I will be live. Um, but it's back to the news and views for me. Um, I will share some of my personal life, some things when I go to Orange Beach and stuff like that. But it's time for me to redo, go back to what I was doing, and that's the news and the views. Um, all the extra, I'll do that every now and then. But if I don't feel like going live, I'm not going. Um, and I just feel like this is the best thing for me and my peace and me just getting myself in a good place. Um, but I definitely want to thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in, and if you want to share. Um, like I've been looking. It's two things I want two or three things. Y'all continue to keep Kate Middleton in your prayers. Um, in the royal family. Um, I guess she has cancer. Hey Trisha, how are you? Hey Reese, hey King Chris, hey everyone that's in the bushes or just watching. Um, like y'all pray for her and pray that because even though that the royal, I do feel like the royal family did do um Princess Diana wrong, and I think that they had something to do with the paparazzi and what happened to her tragic death. I do feel that, and as well, um, I do feel like I don't like how they do Prince William and um his wife. I forgot her name. She's the actress, but I just don't like that, and so we continue to pray for her. So she just wanted to be seen, but like I told her right now, no, because we're not on stuff like that. So I definitely want to talk about that. And then the next thing is, I know a lot of people ain't talked about this because it happened last year. Carly Russell, finally, finally So I don't know if y'all remember Carly Russell, um, but she was the girl that basically staged her own kidnapping. Lord bless her. And she finally went to court about it. And hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull her picture up. Mm-mm. You think they're racist? Woo. This is Carly Russell, y'all. Just to place a reminder, this is Carly Russell. We discussed her last year. We looked at um, her story and how she was missing for a few days, and come to find out, she staged her own kidnapping. So Carly Russell actually, she finally did admit and said that she staged her own kidnapping, and she did plead guilty. She went she went to court and did plead guilty to staging her own kidnapping. That was something that we all knew. Um, so it says here that she went missing for 2 days last July. After, you remember, she told 911 she found a stranded toddler and she pled guilty to criminal charges related to falsely reporting her own kidnapping. It says here that she admitted that she was not kidnapped and did not see a young child on the side of the interstate. So she lied, she lied, she lied. And I'm glad she did too. She should have took accountability anyway. She should have took accountability. Like, had these folks searching for your ass and you ain't missing, you sitting up in a hotel room eating. Um, it says here in Jefferson County, Alabama, Circuit Court Thursday, she pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts. She just got 2 misdemeanors for filing a false police report. She was ordered to pay nearly $18,000 in restitution and was sentenced to 12 months of supervised probation, community service, and evidence of continued mental health counseling. So, baby, she got to go to she got some mental health problems. God bless her. It says here during the sentencing, Judge David Carpenter also suspended Russell's 2 6-month sentences. As said, it would be a waste of government resources, baby. They said it would be a waste of government resource to put this girl in jail. It says one of the most expensive things the government does is incarcerate people. And we need to reserve our jail for people who are genuinely a threat to the community. And he said, although we are very upset about what you've done, you're not a threat to the community. No, she's not a threat. She's just a liar and just wanted some attention, child. She just wanted some attention from a boyfriend or something like that. So yeah, and that's fine. Like, she deserve to go to jail? No. Do she deserve to have some type of repercussions for what she did? Yeah. Because you just don't use the government resources. Like the government, like they had people out like looking for you, and you gone for 2 days and just show up at your mama door. Hey, Reese Cup, how are you? I thought I told. Oh, you might be back. So, um, so she don't deserve to be sitting in a jail cell. I'll say that. Oh, okay. Um, y'all know that she don't deserve. I honestly do believe that she doesn't deserve to be in jail. But she does deserve some kind of repercussion for her actions, and for people that was in the bushes and in the woods looking for her. That's, so she deserves some kind of repercussion for sure. And it says here from the first time, the 26 years, um, she spoke in court as she tearfully apologized. Let's look for this. Let me show y'all this. Okay, child. She okay, let me show this. Hold on. Baby, we got action. Hold on. Baby, we finna play this. Now I'm finna play her testimony and what all she had to do. See, they gonna help her. So let's see.
Police report. Russell?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. This is CC 23-888 and 889. You were charged in each of these cases with making a false police report, which are misdemeanor offenses. I'm showing you a document titled Explanation of Rights. Did you go over this document with your lawyers?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature on the last page?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about this document or about your rights?
No, sir.
All right then, and there is no plea agreement here. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
In CC 23-888, as to the misdemeanor offense of making a false police report, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And in CC 23-889, as to the misdemeanor offense of making a false police report, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Right? You have, let's see, a little out of order here. I'm showing you Court's Exhibit B. Did you go over this document with your lawyers?
Yes, sir.
And is that your signature at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied that your attorneys, Mr. Emery Anthony, Richard Jaffe, and Lucky Milad,
Yes, sir.
are good and competent attorneys and have represented you well?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the plea agreements in these cases?
Yes, sir.
You're pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right, at this time, before we proceed, well, I find that your plea was made knowingly and voluntarily, and based on your plea, I find you guilty. Before sentencing, first, is there anything that the Attorney General's office would like to add?
Yes, Your Honor, if you don't mind. As the court is aware, I have asked to speak today, and I have a lot to say, but the court has asked me to limit it to 2 minutes, and so I will do that. First of all, this case has always been about respect for law enforcement and respect for this community as a whole. Ms. Russell faked a kidnapping, duped the community, and contrived this situation. We still, Judge, don't know to this day where she was, how she got there, what she was doing, and with whom she was doing it with. Once we figured out that she was supposedly missing, the community got involved. Hundreds of people got involved. They took time away from their families, their work, their fun. Law enforcement got involved from federal, state to local. And they took time away from their family, their people, their work, other cases that needed to be solved. This has been a case that it was taken advantage of, and it's our contention that Ms. Russell knew this would happen. She had researched it on the computer. She had researched search terms about Amber Alerts and the movie Taken, all of those things. And then, Judge, when she came home, we have ring camera footage of her walking casually down her parents' street, and when she gets in front of her parents' house, she runs up there and starts beating on the door. Police were called. The body cams show that she's flailing around and still perpetuating this ruse that she was kidnapped. The ambulance was called. She goes to the hospital and she finally speaks with law enforcement, and that's when she tells the story about that orange-haired man and woman playing with her hair and eating Cheez-Its. This ruse continues. And it doesn't stop until a couple of days later when her lawyer issues a statement. So I have to say, Judge, that because of this ongoing complete disrespect for this community as well as law enforcement, it is our contention that she should get some jail time. I understand that it's a misdemeanor. I do. But because of the effect it has had on law enforcement as well as on the community, we feel even if it's weekends in jail or nights in jail, that some sort of incarceration is warranted in this case. I think I kept it under 2 minutes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Morris. All right, is there anything from the defense attorneys?
No, sir.
Judge, what we're gonna do is gonna let Ms. Russell make a statement.
Okay, Ms. Russell, before being sentenced, you do have a right to make a statement. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I want to genuinely apologize for my actions and the resulting negative impact inflicted onto others. I made a grave mistake while trying to fight through various emotional issues and stress. I am extremely remorseful for the panic, fear, and various range of negative emotions that were experienced across the nation. I want to specifically acknowledge and take accountability for the pain and embarrassment that I inflicted upon my family, my church family, friends, neighbors, community, and all of those who were directly involved in search efforts for me. I also extend my sincerest apologies to the Hoover Police Department and every other law enforcement agency and personnel for the position that I put them in and for the resources used. I absolutely regret my decision and in hindsight wish that I had cried for help in a totally different manner. My prayer is that I will be extended grace and given the opportunity to redeem who I truly am and restore the positively esteemed character that I have worked so hard to attain for the 25 years of my life prior to this incident. I wholeheartedly can say that I've never had any malicious intent to hurt anyone. And I pray that you will feel my sincerity and that as I prepare to pick up the pieces and go on to restore my life, that you will witness the fruition of grace.
And we're not gonna say anything.
Okay, all right, thank you, Ms. Russell. When we first made this report, you alarmed the community, this community, and you really alarmed the country because the story went nationwide, as you know.
Yes, sir.
And then when it came out that it wasn't true, not only was this community outraged, but the country was outraged. What you did was you wasted a lot of government resources, and you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay every dime of that in restitution in this case. It would be a waste of government resources to have a trial in this case. So you have taken responsibility, and we're not going to do that. It would be a waste of government resources to put you in jail. One of the most expensive things the government does is incarcerate people. And we need to reserve our jails for people who are genuinely a threat to the community. Although we're very upset about what you've done, you're not a threat to the community. I'm not going to treat you any differently than I would treat any other first-time nonviolent misdemeanor offender. Accordingly, it is the judgment and sentence of this court that you're sentenced in each of these cases to 6 months in the county jail. These sentences are consecutive with each other, and these sentences are suspended. You're placed on probation for 12 months, supervised probation. It's a condition of your probation that you pay full amount of restitution, which is $17,974.88, paid to the city of Hoover, 100 Municipal Lane, Hoover, Alabama, 35216. Pay that through the clerk's office on the first floor in this building, so we have a record of it. I'm also sentencing you to serve, and this is a condition of your probation, 100 hours of community service. I want to see, when we come back, I want to see that you've made progress, if not have completed that community service. I understand that you're currently getting mental health counseling, is that right?
Yes, sir.
It is a condition at this point of your probation that you continue getting mental health counseling, and I'd like to see some proof that you're getting that counseling when we come back. This case is set for a review hearing. We're going to review the amount of restitution that's been paid, community service, and that date is October 16 at 9 a.m. Anything else for the state or the defense?
Nothing from the defense.
No, you're not.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. So, so, she don't deserve to go to jail. Let her have the community service. Let her get the mental health that she needs. And Um, let her get the mental health that she need, and let her be on probation. Let her get, what I'm saying. I know she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed because she should be embarrassed. She ain't. She should be embarrassed for making a spectacle of the people, and the people that were concerned for her, and the people of these United States that went and looked for her. So so I'm just gonna be nice anyway. But she does deserve some kind of repercussion for what she did. But take this as a lesson, baby. Don't if you want some attention, baby, go baby, go get a you if Carly, if you listen in, let me say this. If you want some attention, baby, go get a YouTube page. Get on Facebook and start drama. You want that kind of attention. That's the wrong kind of attention. Get on. You want some attention. Get on YouTube. Get on Facebook. Because they was mad because there was no missing non-black baby, basically. But that's okay. Okay, y'all. So, all right. So I'm going to have to switch gears because y'all know, I'm just gonna keep it real with this interview. So I'm on, what I'm saying, is what it was, Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. I don't know if y'all know this. Y'all remember that I was covering the Takia Beverly trial. I was covering I remember you saying that, princess girl. Look, princess, I remember you saying that and coming on my live saying that, and how everybody was scared. And then, she shamed, like, and then to be recorded, having to admit that there was nothing malicious. It wasn't nothing malicious, but it was stupid. That's all. It was stupid to think of something so stupid. And then, she did. That's why she had to come on home, baby, because. And I'm gonna get to Takia Beverly. Some people may not like what I'm gonna say, but I got questions. She did an interview, and I got questions. And the interview, it was too prim and proper. I do, but let me say this. You hold on, y'all, because I'm on. And once I get through talking about Carly, we're gonna get into Takia, because it left the interview. She did speak her truth, but it wasn't the entire truth. And I think that what has me questioning, like, not her innocence, questioning her thoughts, questioning her character. That's, and then all the mess that's what has occurred and what has been brought forth from Facebook, and the things that have been, like, it has opened up a wound in people. And like, let me say this. Someone said a measure of a man's character is how they treat you when you can't do nothing for them. When you can't do nothing for someone, and they then you treat them and throw them away like trash, it speaks a lot for your character. You may not, she may, hold on, I gotta go back, because I understand. And hold on, I'm gonna have to handle my children. Hold on, because Okay, y'all. So Chris said, "You want some attention? Come start with me with that, so we can go back and forth." Chris, I don't think she want to deal with you, child. So let me just say this: it has been a lot of negative press since Takia did this interview with this lady, and I got to find the interview. It's not on YouTube no more. I don't know why I can't find it, but it was on YouTube. She did an interview, and you know, I guess a couple months ago with someone, and um, and she talked about her story, and basically she told stories. It was a pretty decent interview. Let me just say this: I'm not talking about it because let me just be very clear. Because hell, I don't need the clout. YouTube ain't my all in all. Let me say that. I don't give a damn what you say about me or what the hell you said about me, because at least I'm real. At least I had good. I was believing in the cause. But one damn thing about it is the way you treat people when you come out on the other side. That what says a lot about you. And I'm gonna keep it cute. She did an interview, y'all. I gotta find it. I'm trying to get on my Facebook. I'm not gonna play this lady stuff because I want y'all to watch it, and then we'll discuss it some more if y'all want to discuss it. So, she did an interview, and basically, I didn't watch the entire interview because it made me. The more and more I listened to it, the more and more questions. Because baby, I wrote down. I don't even write, but I wrote down questions because I had questions because if you're gonna do an interview, you have to be able to ask hard questions, and you have to be able to answer the hard questions too. It's just too prim and proper, in my opinion. Okay, it was too prim and proper, and what really got me the most was when she talked about that after 3 days, she found out that Morris got Deidreana pregnant or had a baby or whatever. And instead of, you know what I'm saying, she made it seem like she just was so accepting of her husband having this baby. And I'm like, why the interviewer didn't ask in that moment, how did you feel knowing that you just was married, knowing your husband had this indiscretion? What did you do? Hold on, y'all. My stuff needs charge. I'm doing fine, Jennifer Clark Morgan. How are you today? But let me just say this. Do I believe she innocent? I believe she innocent. But do I believe that everybody need to hold themselves responsible for Jariah? I do. Do I feel like all of them were negligent? Yes. But do I believe everybody needs to take responsibility for what happened to Jariah? They do. Everybody that had that baby needs. No, send it to me. Because I'm, like I said, I'm not going to go. I'm going to revamp back to what I was doing. But check this out. Everybody was negligent with Jariah. And this is my opinion. And I'm going to get back to this interview, but I'm going to keep it real. And until all y'all stop blaming each other and take responsibility in your fault in the way that this baby lost her life, that will matter the baby, not y'all. Then it's gonna always be this mess. All of y'all was negligent with that baby. I'm gonna say that. Now you can make excuses about, well, I was just a first time mama. Hell, I have been too. I had two back to back. But all y'all need to be responsible. And I don't believe that she did anything to the baby, but I honestly do believe that you were negligent. It ain't all on Deidreana, well, you know the mama name. It ain't all on Deidreana. Everyone is responsible. Yes, did I change my opinion? I did. Do I believe that she was innocent? I do. But I do believe that she got some character flaws. And we all have flaws. But the interview made me have questions. And the question, when she talked about, how Morris family didn't have, they don't have boundaries. They asking questions and stuff like this and this stuff like that. But one of his cousins, they said that you and her were cool. And, as I'm remembering, because that what was put out there, was that one of Morris's cousins was cool and y'all were like friends, I guess. But then you get on this interview and say, they was mad at him, and you found D, tried to friend request her and inbox her to get her to have a conversation and all of that, and you found out, and then y'all did a paternity test, and then it to me was like shooting the bullshit. Excuse my language. Shooting the bullshit. Because the interview was like, okay, she's so strong. Yes, you strong for going through what you went through. But the question she should have asked, what was your reaction finding out your husband, the person that you're supposed to be in a monogamous, hey, Chris said in the closet. That baby wasn't in no closet. Yeah, I would have asked that question, like, because it's if you're going to be a spokesperson, if you're going to be this person of strength, and I'm person of this and person of that, I would have asked that, like, how did you feel in that moment? She made a room in the closet. She made a room out of the closet. I don't forgot now that I forgot. I don't think so. I think her and Aubrey, I think her other baby shared a room or something like that. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. They made that up. They both was in the same room, I think. But that was false allegations by the James Jefferson looking ass. But yeah, like you, and then I'm looking in the comments. Everybody said, so they were calling her like you the pick me girl. You sat up here and you sat here and she made it seem like she just automatically accepted the baby. She didn't get mad or none of that. And I'm like, if you gonna come off, make yourself look human. To make yourself look human, I've been like, it's okay to say that you were disappointed in your husband, that he didn't keep his Johnson in his pants, and y'all supposed to, this was outside of y'all marriage. And I understand that marriage is sacred and people believe in marriage and people want to stay in marriages, and you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna, a lot of women was like in the comments, like, you better than me, because it would have been annulled and I would have been gone. But she said, she like, if they just slept around and, he just had the baby. And she got pregnant and he tried to cover it up and she just had the baby. That's how it sounded. But you would need, to me, the question would have been more of, what was your reaction finding out your husband? And what did you do to forgive him? And did you ever feel any kind of resentment? Because I understand some people like, well, if she would have felt like she had resentment, then they would have said that she would have had against the baby. You can love a child and resent your husband and feel some type of way about the discretion, for sure. I don't think that she hated the baby, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when people hurt you, people don't understand what it takes to heal. So just to say that she made it feel like she was just so accepting of it, when you know that you had to do something to forgive the indiscretion. What did you do? How did you were able to move forward in your marriage and stuff like that? That should have been an accurate question, because a lot of people, it could be a lot of us in the situation that she was in. And, there's a lot of women that had babies, had married a man that hid a baby, and they may have look up to her as someone to look up to, and they'll be like, well, how did she handle that situation with her husband, finding out that her husband slept with someone and created an outside child? So how did she handle this in this situation? Yes, she was accepting of it, but how did she was able in her mind, and how she felt, and how did she able to move past it in her marriage? If y'all get what I'm saying. Now this just me. I don't know nothing. So, I did ask, and I did write down this too. She said, because she said that the family didn't have no boundaries. They just want to ask questions and all of that. And I wrote down in this, why you say the family has no boundaries? What did they do to you? So if you're saying the family didn't have no boundaries, then what boundaries did they overstep for you to make you feel that way? If you're saying that the family didn't have no boundaries, I guess they were like all up in the business. I guess that's what she basically was saying, but she should have elaborated on it. Then what got me the most was when the lady asked her, she was talking about, that, because baby, I got the gist of it. She said that she moved to Port Gibbs with Morris because Morris wanted to be closest to Mrs. Beverly, because Miss Beverly had COPD. She did, and God rest her soul. But on later down in the video, she talks about how they found out, how he came home, how, Gerard had passed, and all of a sudden she went from living in Port Gibson to jumping from that whole story to living in Louisiana. So how did we get to the part? Why y'all moved to Louisiana? How did y'all jump from, see, this could be, I'm glad she didn't get on the stand. I'm glad. Because it gets inconsistent because of the fact that you say, okay, he has a sick mother. And I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm just doing it to be real, because you want to look human to your audience. You want to look human. You want to, when you're doing an interview with someone, you don't want it you want it to be as authentic as you can. You don't want to feel like you want to answer some of the hard questions. You definitely want to do that. You just don't want all the easy questions, because it felt like it was just like she was given the questions, and she just had the prim and proper way of saying that she already done rehearsed it. That's what it felt like, in my opinion. It may be wrong, but it wasn't really telling the story, and it didn't. It left me a little bit confused. Um, so she went from saying she moved to Port Gibson to a mother to, she talked about the baby death and baby Jariah, not the baby. Then she talked about how they found out that she had, they was in Louisiana and they had to pack up their life in Louisiana to go back to Port Gibson to be arrested and be given a bond. So, and I'm like, well, you don't went from Port Gibson to Louisiana quick. So, unless I missed it while I was listening, but that is a proper question. What would make you, what made y'all move to Louisiana? Did y'all have a better job opportunity in places like that? Like, because you said that you moved because of Morris's mother to Port Gibson. Now you gone. And I'm not trying, it leaves you with questions. I'm happy that she's rebuilding her life, but rebuild your life, but be careful how you don't treat people. Be careful what you put out there, and be careful how you treat people. And I ain't talking about me, because baby, you can't work me. You thought you did, but you couldn't, because I seen it. Anyway, so listen on to the interview. She talked about being in jail, and I'm gonna find this interview, y'all. I just gotta look for it. Yeah, but in the interview, she did not say no. So she didn't mention about how the town, none of that. It was like, it was none of that to me. When I was listening to it, I might be wrong, but even if the whole town judged them, like that's what they say. I don't know. That's what they say. That what was put out there. That what was put out there. That's true. So also she did talk about, when they went to court, that, why she chose a public defender and he got a regular lawyer. And that left me with the question, because she said, they were after me. They wasn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then she was like, in this interview, she was telling the interviewer, they really wasn't really after him. They were really trying to put out the evil stepmother narrative, and that is true. But and then she was like, I just wished that, because me and myself, I would have told him to take the public defender, I take the lawyer, because they after me. I don't know her thought process with that, and it's just my personal opinion. Because I wouldn't be in this situation if you would have kept your damn Johnson in your motherfucking pants. And that's just real. She wouldn't have been in this situation. And God bless everybody's soul, the rest, the baby. But she would not have been in that situation if it wasn't for him. So he would have took the whatchamacall, and I would have took the lawyer. Since they're making that stepmother narrative, he would have did the lawyer. That she explained it in the interview, but I wish she would have took it a little more serious. Even though, let me say this, even though she got vindicated, but the first time they threw you away. And I guess at that time she thought it because it wasn't no evidence. But baby, people can create a narrative. Like the people that's in public office, the public defender office, the people, the judges or whatever, baby. If they can paint a narrative and in the juror's mind that you're guilty, they don't care about how much money you got, how much clout you got, how pretty you are. They don't care. She did say that she did not have a good public defender. She had questions and stuff like that. So yes, she said they both had they had the same lawyer, but they couldn't do that together. So someone had to take a public defender and someone had to take the regular lawyer. She took the public defender. In my opinion, I just wished that it was the other way around because the she wouldn't have sat in jail, in my opinion, if it would have been taken a little more serious, because she wouldn't have been in that position if it wasn't for her man. And I understand that she wouldn't have been. I just got to stop defending it. Just you wouldn't be in that position if it wasn't for him. So let him take the public defender, since you know that they're paying. Because she did say, and I remember she said they wasn't really after him; they were after me. Basically, what she was saying. She knew that. Exactly, princess. That's why I'm saying, like, yes, God get the glory. Everything was turned around in her favor, but she had to realize as well, like, why she was put in this position. And she got to get her heart in. I love the Lord too. But we also have to be human. We have to be real. We can't just hide behind God and hide behind how we actually feel. It's okay, girl, if you still hurt. It's okay if you still hold some of that, because you wouldn't be in that position. It ain't because of Deidreana. It ain't because of Deidreana. It ain't. And once we have to realize, when we go to the source and we look at all the problems and why we accepting of the things that we accept, we have to look within and realize why we was put in the positions that we were in. I said, this is the question. I said, if you knew they were after you, I heard that guilty by association, something. I said, if you knew they were after you, why you would go along with public defender? Why you didn't take it serious? I felt like she should have took it a little more serious, because if it wasn't for those discrepancies and that juror that was family members, you still would have been fighting. You still. Yeah, it is. And I can't say that, that's why I'm saying, like, it is. That's why I said, there is a difference. And but if you're going to accept the child, then I would have just asked the question of I still would have had the question of how you felt, because she would have been still kept in the dark if the family member wouldn't have got mad at him or whatever happened. I don't know. So she talked about that. I'm going by my question, so I don't know. So they did talk about, her the this, how she had to keep her feelings at bay and stuff like that. And um and I get that when you have children, your kids seeing you cry, seeing you upset, that does something. As a mother myself, that I understand that because your kids want to know what's going on. So you have to keep, you have to keep yourself at bay. You have to keep a stone face around your kids because if kids feel the pain, they're going to. If the kids know something that you're going through something, they're going to feel it too. Um, but she did say that um she she's trying, I guess, she talked about that. And the other thing was, she was talking about, the people had asked the interviewer had asked her, did she um have she forgiven the people? And that's understandable. People are this is what we have to realize. We all human. We all go through things. We ain't robots. We are not robots. We are not robots. We all go through shit. We may not tell it all. See, some people, feel like, they can just hide their shit. Well, let me be real. Some people hide their pain well. Some people hide the shit that they go through well. People hide addictions well. People hide cheating well. People hide the way that they really feel about a person well. People go through shit. We are all human. We ain't robots. That's why we need to humanize each other. And it's okay if you struggling, because even though, he created something out, before y'all was married, and you felt a little bit betrayed because you didn't cheat, even though he wasn't your husband. But it can feel like a slap in the face. Yeah, and I'm not trying to judge her or anything like that. I was just saying, I was just asking, how would you feel in that moment? Her feelings, like, it was like, it kind of felt like, I was just saying, like, what the people were saying in the chat. And I want to be clear, I'm not judging her. I'm saying the questions that I had listened to this interview, because it was kind of like I said, it just left me with questions, because I wanted her to humanize herself a little bit more, because you have people looking up to you. You have people that, maybe experiences something like what you went through, and be like, you know what? This is how such and such went through it. But it just, it wasn't elaborated on. It was just scazed by. Like, it was just like, okay, I accept it. But it was not like, how did you deal with it? And I understand that, maybe she didn't want to answer that, and that's fine. But I'm not going to say that I didn't have a question about that, because you never know who going through what, and how you can encourage another person to get through it the way that you have. Anyway, and then, like, she talked about, the justice system, how the justice system is not right. And, I've been like asking, like, are you using your platform to advocate for anyone else that is wrongfully convicted? Like, what are you doing? Because to advocate for other people that have been wrongfully convicted? Like, are you, and I understand she had to get her life back together, but are you going to do that? Are you going to advocate for other people? Because it was people out there advocating for you, and they still living their life. Um, you know, or like advocating for other people. Like that's a good question. Are you advocating for other people, or you know that I just felt like it was kind of not introduced. And what changes she would like to see in the justice system, and what lawmakers have she spoken to, you know, about being how people use their power in office to get a conviction. Like, these are like necessary questions, because like it's people that I have covered, like the what those 5 men in New York City that were wrongfully convicted, and like they sued, they did all that, and they still out here. They're using their platforms to advocate for other people. Um, from I guess she agreed to, from what I understand, she did it because God told her to. I guess because God felt like she was the right person to do it with, from what my understanding of it all. And people have the right to choose whoever they want to speak with. It ain't, you know. So if that's what God leads you to do, let God lead you, child. Let God lead you. So let me find this right quick. But I know that this lady have taken it down from YouTube, because I don't see it unless I need to look again. But I definitely, you know, I wanted to say something about that, because we all have, question. It just made me have questions more about, you know, and it's people, and I'm gonna be honest, people are back. Um, People are back, like the people that are on the opposite side. Like, it was one person that was really, 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 really was down, and I know this 10 toes down for them was, and they have, baby, if I could sign into my Facebook page, I'll show y'all all the things that they have said about what they have said about the family. What they said that they basically were saying that, like, who she was when, like, they were talking about the baby in private conversations. Not this person, but the 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 people that was a part of the I Stand With Kia. And she was basically saying that, like, she put out a dang, like, she put out a text exchange saying that it was like a picture of them, and they put out a picture of the baby Jay, and I'm gonna call her baby Jay. And it was like, well, she wouldn't fit in this family. I'm like, why would y'all, like, grow the fuck up, man? Like, If they did it, grow up. Grow up. But I'm gonna keep it real, because one thing about it, you take this as a lesson. Anybody that you have to be a dog for you and go out there for you and attack people for you, what you the hell you gonna think? People like that you keep close. And I ain't got nothing against Christine, because at least she real about who she is. And I ain't talking about Christine in real life. But the lady, I shouldn't have said her name, but I gotta keep it real. If you got somebody going out there attacking the biological mother and attacking people on your behalf and saying this and saying that, what the hell you think gonna happen to you when your day comes? When you put somebody out there that's able to talk for y'all and attack people for you, what the hell you think gonna happen to you? What the hell you think gonna happen to you? That's why I don't engage in shit like that. Because when I recognize how if you put somebody out there to do your dirty work, what the hell you think gonna happen to you? Be careful. Be careful how you treat people. When you needed her, but then when you're done with her, you throw her to the side. And a lot of people have came out and said that. Be careful what you do to people. Be careful. Because you may be innocent, but it may speak for your character. And your character is everything. Damn, the trial, the trial is over. You out. But your character, your integrity, that what matters. And how you treat people when you don't need them. And then when they get mad, like me, when I get mad, I don't expose nothing. I just go on. Because that's just me that's just who I am. But it's people out here in the real world. It's people out here in this world that don't give a fuck. They're going to do you the same way they do the next motherfucker. Be careful how you treat people when you don't need them. Be careful how you talk about people and use them. Anyway, let me find this. I forgot what the lady interview, who the lady was. Let me see if I can get on IG. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about being blocked. I don't. But yep. Okay, this is her name. Okay, let me find on YouTube. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all state y'all opinions or whatever. I did like an hour of the interview, and that was it. So, baby, people you better be careful how you treat people. Baby, I'm talking about okay, I'll look into it for sure. Just give me a few days, but I will look into it. I'm trying to find the interview on YouTube. Trying to find this lady on YouTube. Here she go. I don't want to play none of her content. Oh, here she go right here. I just couldn't search for it. Let me give y'all the link. Y'all go check it out. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. She's great. She's beautiful. Um, she's a beautiful lady. Um, but it just like I'm gonna be honest, like people have that word supporters have came out and said some really bad things that happened to them, how they were used, how you know people change. And I understand, you know, and they spoke on how they were lied to and how they try to put some of the negligent things, and I ain't even gonna speak on it. Some of the negligent things that happened to Baby J, it didn't all happen on D. I'm gonna start calling her D. Deidreana. It wasn't all on Deidreana. And we gotta stand ten. Like I said, everybody needs in I'm not gonna talk on it no more. I'm not. But I definitely want to say that okay. Um, everybody need to play their part, and everybody need to be real about the part they played and how where they may have went wrong. See, I haven't exposed everything like with the juror that I interviewed. A lot did come out in court, and it wasn't always in support. And the juror, she supported, but she told me some things. I still got it in the vault. I still got it in the vault. And I got it in the vault for sure. Um, and I ain't gonna tell no story, y'all. When I put it all together, and when I put two and two, and that made four, I was kind of disgusted with what I found out. I may not have brought it on YouTube because I do believe in her innocence, but I was kind of disgusted with what some of the things that I found out. But who am I? I ain't God. I ain't got no hell or heaven to put nobody in. But I will say, on your shit. Um, own it and own it. No, it just things happen with kids. You know what I'm saying? Things happen with kids. Things happen with kids. She didn't do nothing to the baby. She innocent when it comes to what happened to Gerard. We don't know, and they need to find out what happened to the baby. But did she kill the baby? No. I don't know. There's no evidence in the world that could ever prove that she did anything to that baby. She didn't. But we all learn when it comes to being a mother, because it's not a book on being a mom. Let me say this. And kids get into shit. Kids do get into shit because my kids do too. My kids get into stuff every day because I got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. So I ain't judging on that. But kids get into stuff and things, incidents happen. And what you do is you do what you can to get that issue resolved. So, oh no, it wasn't mistreatment or anything like that. I don't know. Not that. No, never. I don't think that. It just, and I'm being light. It just, let me say this. Deidreana was the mother that she is. She is the mother that she, and Takia was the mother that she is. It just, the baby just had two different races. Okay. I'm not, because things shit done happened with my kids, and I had to adjust and do what I had to do. And the same thing, it just, I just wished they would have not put that on the mama. On that. Um, all I can say is they were talking about CPS records and all that right there. And I'm like, when I really, really looked at it, and that person was like, um, when that person was like, they lied to me, and they lied to me about the CPS records, and still do. I'm not telling nobody not to stand. I'm saying it's not. It's just people got to do what they got to do. I'm not saying that, because I still believe in her innocence when it comes to the baby. It just, he's there talking about, so what else they lied about? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Um, but I just, nah. Like, I don't steep how other people steep. All I'm gonna say is they done got in her ass. It'd probably be a minute more before all I ask is for her to be real with herself and be authentic in the truth. She didn't do anything. I don't feel like she didn't do anything to the baby, but I do feel like they were, the kid, everybody in the situation was negligent. Nobody killed her, but they were negligent. That's what I feel. And I have my reasoning and all that. Nothing much. How are you? How are you? Um, Taking it one day at a time. But continue to stand with and support, because she didn't do anything wrong to the child. It just, I have my opinion now, since I have looked over everything, and what yes. Yes. You chilling. You work today. Yes. And that's what everybody's kind of upset about, because the I guess I'm trying to make it cute. Let me just be real. Um a lot of people felt like they were lied to. A lot of people, and I'm just speaking for the people that's in the comments. A lot of people feel like they were lied to about who she was. A lot of people feel that a lot of the stuff that came out was put on Deidreana was not actually what Deidreana did. Toby, keep it real. I ain't gonna put like the CPS records. Some of that actually did happen. She took the baby to the doctor about a pod incident. And it just be real. This is the only incident that I have heard and known about. She took the baby. The baby got into the little pods, and she swallowed the pod and was foaming out the mouth. And it happened with Takia. And I guess that's how CPS got called in that incident. That's one I do know, and that is true. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know about the rest, But they put that out there today about the Tide Pod. They put it on Deidreana, and I think that's what made one of their, the some supporters upset because they put that on Deidreana, and in real life, it happened with her. So they were saying like a lot of the CPS like cases or CPS was getting called on her because of what was going on with the baby. Like Jariah falling. Yeah, like they put it, if you go to Jariah, I ain't being messy, but I'm just putting it out there. Like the families, like Jariah's family or Deidreana family put it out there. Like, they wrote a post today, baby. I don't say nothing, but I be nosy. I'm not messy, but I am nosy. Let me just say that. I ain't messy, but I am nosy. And so I looked on their page and they said something about the Tide Pod incident, and they was like about that. So I was like, ooh, and that kind of disheartening. Yeah, they said it. Yeah, they said, that's why she couldn't be by herself with the baby. And I was like, I always thought that were lies, but they said it's all in the CPS records. So, that's why, the lady was like, she was always wondering why they didn't want the CPS record to be why the CPS record is because just type in the baby name, you'll find it. Just type in the baby name and you'll find it. Like I said, I ain't trying to be messy. I'm just calling it like I said. But when I'm just saying, like some people when they get scorned, they just don't shut up and go away. Some people actually get mad, just like how y'all got them going after the mom during the case. Now they after you. And then you want to call it, you want them to be bad, you want them to shut up and stop. They ain't finna shut up and stop. They are not finna shut up and stop, honey. They are actually going to get in your ass just like they got into other people's ass. And they gonna speak out I know it. Like, this ain't me talking to nobody. It's just what I know. When you do people that way, when you have people do underhanded stuff, what you think gonna happen to you when the tables turn? Like, they actually said that they stopped because they were upset with how they were lied to and all of that. And some people just, some people just not gonna just take being lied to and treated bad and used, just sit there and just take it and lay down. Me myself, I just get my feelings hurt, move on. I may not say nothing, and just know that your day will come. What did I lie to you about? Tell me what I lied to you about, or do you want to tell me? Tell me what. Don't take it personal. What? Don't take what personal? Tell me that. So, so all I can say is, Princess Boo, just go be nosy like me, child. I know you are. I'm not fooling with you. I'm not saying it right now. I'm not saying it right now. Um, but y'all, that's my opinion. I want y'all to watch the interview, and y'all want to let me know the next. I'll try to be live. Chris said something not cleaning in the water. Maybe it was just after this. Just look at me making excuses. I just don't. I think everybody was just negligent. Then nobody. It just things. I don't know what happened, but beyond a reasonable doubt, they is not. It cannot be proven that she did anything to the baby, for sure. Um, beyond not beyond like she out. She ain't gonna be able to go back. She can't be tried again for it. Um, and that's it. Like, if she have any, you know, like I said, you know what I'm saying, karma, if she deserve any karma, she'll get it. If she ain't did nothing wrong, let her continue to live. Um, because going back and let me say this, going back and forth on social media ain't solving nothing. Let her speak her truth. Whatever the truth is for her. Um, but she needs to be a little more authentic in it. Because to me, that's my opinion. But y'all listen to the interview and tell me what you think. I'm gonna let me. And I do want to say that as well. The interviewer asked her about what do she feel about the people that caused her to be in. Did it? It's been a decent look. I ain't. We just gonna disregard that. But did it? It was nice here. It was nice here. I can't wait to share with y'all. My baby, she did a photo shoot today for cheerleading, and she wore her natural. I'm talking about puffy hair, and Jayla took some beautiful, beautiful pic. Come down here, East Dad. With a warm weather at. Baby, it's springtime here in Mississippi. Um, for sure. Anyway, yeah, she did. She wanted to show y'all, but at the time I was like, girl, no, go sit down. Um, because I want to keep her off the live because she is bedtime, past bedtime here. Um, but let's just, I guess, the best thing that we can do, y'all, um, because she's gonna, she's gonna speak her truth, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Give each other grace. Give her grace, even though they have probably it don't all. It get cold it get cold here, and like it be a little cool here in um the morning times, and then like it warms up in the 60s and 70s. Like in 2 weeks we'll be going to Orange Beach, Alabama. So we'll be going there. Do y'all let me see, Princess, do you know any black owned businesses in Orange Beach? Let me know, girl. Inbox me. Cause that's where I'm gonna celebrate my birthday at and all that. So we'll be going to Orange Beach, going to the beach and all that, and enjoy like a 3-day vacation. So I'm gonna enjoy that. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off here. You be concerned about tornadoes, child. You don't want to come around here then. They finna look. You concerned about tornadoes? You wouldn't want to come down here because baby, it's tornado season too. Um, I think last year we had some bad tornadoes. We do be getting them. We definitely do be getting them. Like the one tornado was like maybe a 30 to 45 minutes from here, and like it tore up the entire town. You stay in your little bubble? Oh Lord. um, but the last like it's coming. It's gonna be April when it really start getting bad. But and you say you ain't staying, but you will visit. But come down here and visit us down here in the South. It be some of us Southern folk. I don't like because I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the cold weather myself. Not snow. Like when we were stuck in the house during the snowstorm back in January, baby. I couldn't wait to get out the house, baby. It was cold. People didn't know how to drive. They were getting stuck up my driveway, up the road right here. Like it was crazy. So I don't miss that. I do not miss that. But I'd rather be I like to go visit places too, but I'd rather be down where I'd rather go where it's warm at. But you can come visit us Southern folk. But I'm about to get off here. Y'all have a good night. I'll try to be live on tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. You can hit the like, the dislike, do what you do. I'll be live tomorrow. Y'all watch that interview. Tell me what you think of it. Oh, are you? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Whatever. Yeah, right. Anyway, too bad crazy. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way out. Somebody come to get me. I'm gonna come get you, sucker. I hear you. I hear you. But make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out. I'm just gonna breeze on by that. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back tomorrow. If y'all want to discuss the interview further and give y'all opinion on it, I'll let y'all come in the chat. If it's somebody in the bushes that want to say something, say it. Just be respectful about it. We ain't got to dog nobody out, and we ain't got to talk about nobody like a dog. But just to give your opinion on it on her birthday. On her birthday, nah. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll see you guys on tomorrow. And see y'all guys then. Bye.